Well, good morning, and welcome to day 6. I just heard a loon taking off from the lake. I've been trying to get that on video forever. It's so amazing to see those birds try and take off. So, now that I'm awake, it's time to get up and make some breakfast. Morning, people. We've been group camping for a while now, for a long while, a couple of decades or more. And we've come up with some unusual sayings for various things around the campsite. One of them I want to share with you is when I get up in the morning like this. I don't know about you, but I have to go to the washroom. And if you go pee, that's pretty simple, for at least us anyway. But the other one requires tools and searching for a good spot, and you really got to prepare. And when we see somebody like preparing in the camp, we say, "What are you doing?" And the answer has always been, "I gotta go see a man about a pig." So I'm kind of curious if you have any bizarre sayings like that. Put them in the comments down below. I'd love to read them. But right now, I've got to go see a man about a pig. I'll just finish breakfast. Steph and Tom are all packed up now. I still have to do mine. Alright, we're all packed up, ready to head back to our first campsite. Well, we've arrived at the very first campsite at the beginning of the trip. This will be the last night out before we make the final push back to the cars. It was a pretty tough hike, and we're all really exhausted. So it's going to be an early night tonight, I think. Just going to make some dinner and watch the sunset and probably hit the sack shortly after that. But just before we call it a night, I'm going to treat the boys to Backpacker's Pantry strawberry cheesecake. I've never had it before, so maybe we'll have a review from all three of us. The secret ingredient is I'm going to add some dehydrated strawberries from earlier this year.
So we have the final product of the strawberry cheesecake dessert. So let's give it a taste. Wow, that's a pretty nice dessert in the woods. It's not too sweet, and the best part is I think dehydrated strawberries that he added. But the rest of it is also amazing out here in the wilderness.
So I think Tom said it all. I mean, it's for something out in the wild, it's pretty good. So I'm just gonna eat it. As far as the dessert, it's my first outdoor dessert. So I mean, it's not as good as homemade, but I'll give it a 7.
Well, I'm a big fan of cheesecake. I love cheesecake. This doesn't really have the consistency of cheesecake. It's more like cheesecake pudding. But I like the flavor. There's a slight chemical taste in there, aftertaste. But with the added dehydrated strawberries, I think I'll give it an 8. Mother Nature has graced us with a beautiful morning this morning to pack up. Oh, good morning everyone. This is the last day of the EconoChallenge hike. All we'll be doing today is packing up and heading out of here today. But if anything interesting happens, I'm sure I'll turn the camera along and bring you along. Look at all that chair material I have just beside our campsite there, Mobile Tech. I could make a dozen chairs with just the dead cedar right there.
Never had one lesson.
That was pretty cool.
Coyote or wolf? I don't know. I'd like to think it was a wolf.
It's one of those two. I'm not sure, but it did sound like more like a wolf towards the end there.
So, thank you very much for watching the EconoChallenge and our trip this week. I hope you enjoyed it. By all means, leave us comments about the various things I asked about in the comment section below. Otherwise, I look forward to seeing you the next time I post a video. Bye for now. Ooh, berries. There weren't very many of those on this trip. Okay, so here's the cool thing. At the end of the trip here, there's a hunting camp. And my buddy Tom has found something that is amazing. Because my information is that little brown bats have gone extinct in this local area. Ooh, another berry. Oh, another berry. Sorry. There's been so few of them because it's been so dry. That's also amazing. Anyway, little brown bats have gone extinct in this local area. Eastern Ontario and northeastern United States because of white nose syndrome. But apparently we have found one. That's kind of exciting because that means they're not completely extinct. So let's show you. Yep, that's a little brown bat. Buddy, okay, go back to sleep. You look really healthy. You can see his face there. Very healthy. Good boy. Back to bed. Back to bed. Back to bed. That's a little brown bat, man.
Little brown bat.
That's so
Bats are
cool.
back. Bats are coming back.
The bats might be coming back after all. That is so good. Years ago, 20 years ago, when we started doing this, we'd sit on the side of these lakes back here, and at dusk, just clouds of these little brown bats would come out eating mosquitoes and other bugs. And for the past 5-6 years now, we've seen none. 0. Not a one. So that's why we're kind of excited about that find. Woo!